Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Avenza Stronghold, blue team. spbtvtower is a plague champion, starts off with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair. Alongside, ZOXIN as a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. This is the Space Wolves I should say, elite scheme, which has a bear head for some reason. Rounding off the team here, mickaelquensier as a brother captain, a durable hero, walking through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee, also rocking a Space Wolf scheme here. Red team, we've got double Warbosses, Bulbus here with the Goth clan elite scheme, I believe that is. And hate for no reason. These guys walk through objects, perpetually angry, fighting in melee, bringing support and disruption in their wake. Here he goes. Knock that plague champion back. Rounding off the teams here, AngryMetalGuy as another Force Commander. Blood Ravens, fighting a brother captain, looks like. And oh, he doesn't want to fight him. Backing off. These guys are capping that VP very late. I guess they wanted this power first, which is fair enough. Power's pretty good, I hear. spbtvtower double CSM. What is this? Warboss just runs through the Force Commander's army. Double sluggers in play. They do have shotguns up now, though. There's a stomp. Looks like they've baited the Warboss into a fight they couldn't handle with base turrets and stuff, so they get rid of him. Sluggers just leave. Shooters have capped. What is this? Pushing the power on this side. Double Orks against spbtvtower. They might get flanked though now by the Space Marines. Yep, here they come. ZOXIN rotating from the mid. Sluggers getting destroyed. And they go down. Sloppy from hate. Sloppy with their Warboss a bit and sloppy with those sluggers. I'm not sure if there were any gens here. I don't think there were. But they might get that node down. A stomp from the Warboss and he runs. Blue team have done okay. They lose the node, but they wiped sluggers. Almost got that Warboss there. Scouts are fleeing. What was that? Oh, that was a energy burst on the Force Commander there. These guys with their special book of fancy things. Double tax then for AngryMetalGuy. What is ZOXIN spending their resources on? Reinforcing scouts. I think they just chucked a bunch of power down. They chunked some power down over there, I think, maybe. Light grenades for the Plague Champion. Surely you've got to get Bile Spear on this map. You're on the flank as well. And this power's so easy to get to. And you can shut down the Warboss's movement with it as well. We shall see. In the mid, Tactical Marines be capping. They know how to do it really well because they read the books and that about it. No one else bothered. It's a special button you press, I think, to cap it faster. Those fellas know. Devastator's on the field for AngryMetalGuy. Devastator's also on the way for ZOXIN. Quite late, though. Did they buy loads of gens or something? Light grenades spreading their filth. Heretics piling in. Storm Boys on the field for hate. And they are cutting it close with this jump. Yeah, they need to be careful. Two Warbosses running at you now, though. They could double boss pole it. Because I think boss pole's stacked completely. I'm pretty sure the suppression does, at least. I'm not sure if the health does. ZOXIN with double Devastators against double Warbosses, I guess. Help control that movement. Nothing else for the Plague Champion. Do we have Eternal War? We do have double Eternal War and Aspiring Champion Heretics. So could get some juicy touches of Nurgle. What is this? It's power bashing, isn't it? What else is it going to be? Force Commander with a power sword. Not often you get to see the power sword. It's a nice weapon. He's just got really good weapon options. Devastators get suppressed by aiming what's that? And now set upon by sluggers with Ard Boys on them. But they're going to be alright. Ard Boys is a buff from the Warboss global ability. giving 25% damage resist, and you can put it onto allies. So it could have been the other Warboss who put it. On the power again. Does not have a Bile Spear though. There's a jump. Although they did quite heavily nerf how well the Bile Spear bashes power, you can still do it pretty well. Light Grenade Throw again. Doing some good work. Gonna wipe sluggers. They do wipe sluggers. Those guys had burners as well. No war gear for these war bosses. Hate is having trouble preserving their units. And Black Grenade is a pretty rough thing to try to play around. Who is lagging, says AngryMetalGuy. Well, it's not Benji. It's not peer-to-peer. Other people can't lag you anymore. Vengeatron's not even in this game. Oh, they're probably observing. But yeah, you can't lag other people anymore, right? That was the whole point of battle servers. 438 to 374. The stomp only hits one of those CSM. That must have been annoying. But the Warboss isn't quick to anger, is he? Goes down. Heretics get a level. Red team are really struggling in these fights. Getting their power bashed again. There's the tier 2. Storm Boys up now for Bulbus. Once these guys get their tier 2 knob leaders up and they can start stunning stuff, things might be a bit different. Brother Captain's fallen down. I wish they'd give this guy a death animation. At the moment he just teleports to the ground kind of thing. I don't know if there's a reason why, a technical reason why you can't have the Chaos Lord's death animation. Lots of Devastators on the field. Double for Angry and double for ZOXIN. Interceptors on the field for Quensier. Teleporting fellas, isn't it? They're quite fun. Scouts are capping. Having to... Oh, they're forward capping over there, actually. Looks like they've been chased off, though, but they got decapped. More Black Grenade fun. And by fun, I mean horrific, debilitating disease for these poor Orks. Stick bombs on the way for hate. Stick bombers. Providing the stick bombs, of course. And looks like these guys are going to die. 6 hit points, 5-2. There they go. So many lost squads for the red team, especially the Orc. In fact, I don't think Angry's lost a squad. Double tax, double devs, and they got the scouts here. And they're doing really well on this east side. Look at this. They've stolen the power, stolen the VP. So that power being bashed isn't doing as much as it perhaps would if they still had their own power the other side. Stick bombs, immediate impact. Killing one of the CSM. Maybe unlucky not to kill 2 of them. They should run into melee, I think. Stick bombers are pretty good in melee. There's a stun bomb. Stun bombs. Only one of them got affected, though. Kicking off on the east side. Looks like ZOXIN's come to help out the Grey Knights. But the Captain's got some cool stuff. What has he got? Oh, the Blessed Aegis. Gives him a shield. And of course, there's lots of energy stuff you can do with Ordo Malleus. The Sanctified Global, you can also provide energy with the Strike Squad Purification, which I think you saw there. The Battle of the Devastators. That was a banishment, and the Force Commanders got in. They've broken that line. They can get onto the power, maybe. Nice assist from ZOXIN. Shoot the boys now for hate. Really? I expected them to double up on the stick bombers or something. Have the Storm Boys got their knob leader? Well, maybe they had him, but he's dead now if they did. Trying to push back the Orcs, trying to get back their node here. They should be using the burners to burn it, but they'll get it done. CSM are not giving up ground easily, though. Kicking off on the east side again. There's Marco Zinch coming in. On the east side. Some stunning stun bombs. We're getting caught up on this node here. Meanwhile, it's going to be double Marco Zinch CSM. There's that plague champion. He's healing up base. Oh, the central power's been built up, look. They're trying to bash it. Getting their own power back finally. Warboss runs off. Level 2. Other fella is still level 1 with angry bits now. I need to use up the charge away. There we go. Did a mini charge there. Sometimes you'll see players do that just to get their health and damage buffs. Health regen and damage buffs. And a little bit of disruption. They don't actually want to get to another place. Force Commander mixing it up with Grey Knights now. There's the teleport from the Interceptors. There's a lot of stuff here, including double Devastators right in your face, fellas. That's not going to work out great for you. Attacks piling into melee. Wow, they only got one of them. Did they get the They got the Justicar though. So that's a power purchase to replace that fella. Who's this? Scout trying to get their VP back. Force Commander of ZOXIN, level 3 with Chainsword and Storm Shield. With some support war gear. Really helping over here, look at this. Brother Captain with defense support. Now has Unending Purge for the heal on hits. And is getting a Nemesis Demon Hammer. Crack. .230 to 356 double cap. Bloodletters are yelling about stuff. Probably the lack of blood coming out of this garrison. 216 356. The double cap continues for the red team. They've come back really strong here. Stern Guard veterans on the field for ZOXIN. And it was because of AngryMetalGuy doing so well on that east side. If that east side was even, the amount of damage that the blue team did over here would have been too much, I think. Death Dread on the field for hates. Stick bombs go in. Heretics do not like this. But they're still yelling for the Dark Gods. Warboss with a Power Claw on the way. It's definitely not jumpy, also choppy infantry. That is a really bad tooltip. Maybe an Orc wrote it. Blood Crusher on the way for spbtvtower. Trying to punch through these Orks with it, I think. Force Commander's going to get a revive, maybe a level. There we go, level 4. Hard Boys on himself from the Warboss. Gets a good stomp. And then runs. We've lost the health indicator for this guy, but we can see it on the portrait bottom right. Power Claw is a big scary weapon, of course. Power being bashed meanwhile. Death Dread. Oh, he doesn't have burners and bits, though. What is this? Pushing all the way through. I'm not sure why they're trying to face tank the... Oh, they did it. They made him run. Stern Guard using their Kraken Bolts against enemy Stern Guard. This is what you want to do. There we go. Those guys also switched to Kraken Bolts, which are effective against heavy infantry. Stern Guard can change their ammo to combat all armor types. Quite handy. Death Dread. Nope, does not get a hit in. We have Power Claw on the other Warboss as well, looks like. Meanwhile, west side, Blood Crusher comes to say hello. A demon with vehicle armor. Bloodletter on top as well. Goes after some shooter boys who really can't do anything against it. These Storm Boys at least have a heavy melee weapon in there. But they don't really want to fight it either. Although it doesn't have melee resistance, this thing, so maybe they could deal with it. Here comes the Warboss. He could definitely deal with it with that claw. Crack. Storm Boys piling in now, maybe. Perhaps. Nope. Still a bit apprehensive about the Blood Crusher. Where's the worship? Don't see the worship. There's a jump though. Yeah, I think they just need to pull back completely. The champion has had enough of these Orks, got the Plague Fist going. So now could just stand in melee with stuff and chuck the grenades at his feet if they dare to fight him. 105 to 356. Warboss leaves. These guys want to come and grab the mid, maybe. Looks like it. Big VP deficit for the blue team to make up, though. And they're getting their power bashed on this side. And, oh, a pain boy. Cool. Sub-commander for Orks can heal over time other Orc units. And also make them explode. Which is fun. Other captains, level 2 capping. What about these guys? Level 4 Force Commander. Level 4 Plague Champion. Level 3, 2, and 3 on the red team. 88 to 356. 1-to-1 now. There's user choppers and Ardboys on those sluggers. They're investing in this fight then. Made them run off. There's the jump, trying to finish off the interceptors, and they got them. Interceptors are down. They got them. Now they're going to have to deal with purifiers, though. These guys don't mess around. Over 2,000 hit points at level 1, these guys. They've got power weapons and a heavy melee weapon. And some cool abilities do. They can shut down, they can silence you with their psychic field. Force Commander leading the line, taking the damage. You guys gonna help? Nope. 88 to 332 on the VPs. Quensier with a Vindicator Assassin, Land Raider Redeemer on the way for ZOXIN, and SPB has a Dreadnought. Can they make up this VP deficit here? Well, they've pushed up the west side really well. Plague Champion on the VP. ZOXIN Land Raider Redeemer is going to be a massive help on the mid. I assume it's going to go mid. But they also need to get their natural back. I don't think they can sit on a lopsided 2-to-1. Ouch. I think those guys retreated just in time. That might have been a wipe if they didn't. Last cannon trying to shoot infantry, doesn't work out. Terminators. Assault Terminators for AngryMetalGuy. With those big old Thunderhammers. Tons of hit points. Unique to the Force Commander. So you may see some from ZOXIN. But they do have plenty of red. They just need the power to get Terminators now. Those guys will be going after that enemy Land Raider, I guess, with their heavy melee weapons. Can they stop them? Where's that Vindicator at? Taking shots. Chameleon stealth suit is in. This guy can change his rounds to combat infantry and vehicles alike. At the moment, with that target reticle indicator. Don't notice that he's got Exodus rounds in, which is anti-infantry. Don't know why he's getting so close to Terminators. Guess they were targeting something back there. Land Raider Redeemer on the field for ZOXIN. Looks like the Vindicator's alright. It's going to be okay. Jumping in. Big old brouhaha over here. Purifies now supported by a Land Raider Redeemer. You just saw the frag assault go in. Terminators are on it though with those hammers. They kind of brought the Land Raider to the Terminators there. Purify's chasing off the Pain Boy. Kicking off in the mid, is it? Looks like it certainly was, but a Blight Grenade put a stop to that. Plague Champion now with Armor of Pestilence, so he's super tough and super slow. Well, even slower, going over to the west side. Stone Guard are going to wipe. There we go. Those were AngryMetalGuys, I think. Yeah, that's their first squad loss, I believe. Oh no, they had double Devastators at some point. Wow, now they're losing squads left and right. Oh, their Terminators died. How did they manage that? Yeah, look, they got chased down. Assault Terminators down, just as I moved the camera away, I guess, to look over there. 33 to 295 on the VPs. Tank Busters say hello. 3 of them. Blood Crusher's still going. Not sure how much longer for though. Now ZOXIN has Assault Terminators. 33 to 281. Double cap. AngryMetalGuy has lost a lot. Do they have time to recover? Probably. Dreadnought down. Blood Crusher will be following. There we go. These Blight Grenades have done so much work in this game. Level 6 Plague Champion. Just a menace. Here comes the Warboss to have a word with his claw. Cyborg implants is in. There's the big stomp. And there's the Angry Bits. Triple cap now for blue team. AngryMetalGuy has become a Terminator. Terminator Force Commander there. I thought that Terminator Force Commander got a different portrait that had like what are those things called on the head? Little rosary things. But I guess not. I'm just imagining stuff now. 2-1 cap for the blue team. But the captain seems to like standing back and shooting a lot. Seems to be motoring now. And seems to want to preserve his energy for the shield, for the Aegis, rather than use We Are the Hammer. Where's the Vindicator? What's he up to? Getting shots in, using target acquired and stuff. We got Lightning Claw Terminators for ZOXIN, which is quite fun. Nob squad on the field for Bulbus. I feel like the next purchase from Hate for no reason is going to be big. They've got a lot of resources. Oh, they're going tier 3. They weren't even tier 3 yet. Well, that's their purchase. They could drop a Rocks when they get there. And maybe have enough power to get Knobs as well. So they can have double Knobs running into the remains of a Rocks. What is this? That is a fully built up power for the red team. Not noded, I guess it's not fully built up. Down to 10 VPs, the blue team. OMG. GG. Have they done it? After that start, I think the red team have done enough. ZOXIN not happy. Oh, 1-1 cap. It's not over. It's not over. ZOXIN said it's not over. They GG'd too early. These guys stealing the power. SPB on the VP as well. They're going to get a triple, I think, the blue team, you know. Can the red team hit back? That is such a late tier 3 for Hate. Especially for Orks. You want your tier 3... You want to rush it, maybe, for Orks. I did not notice they weren't in tier 3 this whole time. Because I'm very observant, you guys. Map looking very blue. And ZOXIN is insanely strong here with Terminators and a Land Raider and a bunch of Marines and a level 6 Force Commander. They might just brute force this cap. Nope, they didn't want to brute force it. They got the double though. Grenade barrage hits nicely. They also stole the power. Bit of the strat squad taking unnecessary damage. Maybe they know they can retreat back to the Land Raider. They're trying to brute force the whole thing. Where is the Land Raider? It's up there. Well, there they are retreating. Have they set the Land Raider as their retreat point even? There's an orbital going in. Hits those guys pretty good. Ah, but they bunched them up. They haven't. They are not setting the Land Raider as their retreat point. Here comes the Rocks. Hate for no reason only has one unit on the field now. Warboss is down as well. How's the Rocks doing? Not too great. 2-1 for blue. Looks like they are going to hold on. Chosen Plague Marines getting messed up. Had to fight a Nob squad though, so fair enough. Double Mark was each fella's helping him out. Where's the Plague Champion falling over? Over there. Pain Boy getting targeted. Slugger's in there. Storm Boy's in there. Don't have the Nob leader though, the Storm Boy's level 4. Hate for no reason has no units on the field. I don't think the red team can get this done. Might be able to hold the natural, but how are they going to get the mid back? Look at this. I don't think they're going to be able to sneak over here either. Because there's another Land Raider. A Crusader this time. Plasma Cannon's having fun though. Looks like it's commandos on the way for hate. I mean, it's a good unit to try and recover with as Orks. They can do so much for you. Just not sure if they're going to be able to. Warboss getting their energy drained by the strike squad in there. And then runs away. Look at this though. How are they going to get the mid with sneaky scouts? That's how they're going to do it. And then they died super fast. It's going to force them to recap it though. None of these guys want to go and try and revive that plague champion. Is it too much heresy for them? Here come a whole bunch of Orks. Lob Squad, Storm Boys, Power Claw, Warboss. The Land Raider is under threat. Rox goes in too, although not on the Land Raider. Here comes a tank getting very close to everything. Use your choppers on the commandos for some reason back there. And they are getting noxious clouded. That must have been a misclick. Can the Land Raider survive? Pain Boy can't. Knob Squad is still there, and the Land Raider does indeed go down. Hard Boys and user choppers, but there's an orbital now. Are they going to survive this? The Knobs. I mean, they're in retreat and they have Hard Boys. Yeah, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Red team decimated after that push. They got the Land Raider, but it cost them too much. Cost them too much. It was a fun push though. It was a very orky play. And there's a concede from the red team. Blue team take it with 3 VPs on their counter at the end. What a back and forth topsy-turvy game. Played champion level 6 down. Level 7 Force Commander with that full support build. Brother Captain level 5. Loved that shield up, eh? And level 6 Warboss who was down with the Claw. Another Claw bro over here, level 5 with Cyborg Implants. And a Terminator Force Commander. Oh, he had claws and had also fallen over. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. It was close, and I'll see you next time. All these happy fellas in it.